Thank you for being in this webinar today. We're happily here to introduce the Sani Ikos Group OSCO Virtual Event. My name is Perla Chicone and I'm from the marketing team at OSCO. And OSCO is the world's leading hospitality network that will give you direct access to contact with the best employers within the hospitality industry. Today, we have the honor to be along with the Sani Ikos Group, and it's a very renowned group worldwide that has 12 um, renowned beachfront resorts across Greece and Spain. Today we have Lia, the Director of People Experience at Sani Ikos, and we're very happy to be here to introduce you all the benefits you will have to be part of this group. So thank you so much, everyone, again. And Lia, I will pass you the lead. Thanks for your attendance.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, team, for organizing it so well. It's been really lovely meeting you all, actually. So thank you. It's been a great experience so far. I'm here with my colleagues, Maria and Vangelis, in order to help me also at the end, if you guys have any questions. So welcome to the presentation of Sani Ikos Group. And I'm going to go straight ahead and introduce myself. So my name is Lia. Do not worry about the surname. I wouldn't, really. I am the Senior Director of People Experience. And actually, my title is exactly what you hear. So within my department, we're part of the Human Resources Department. Our goal, our sole goal, is to enhance the experience of our colleagues. And this is me 24 years ago, maybe 25. I don't want to talk about it. This is me starting my career in hospitality and service sector, as you can see, as a very, very, very happy waitress. And I have to say that this was a true sentiment. I got into the industry by mistake. I just wanted to leave home. So I found a nice beach bar to work in Halkidiki, northern Greece, where I come from. And I realized that I kind of have magical abilities to influence and impact the lives of, thousands of tourists in the area. When people started telling me in departure that I made their holidays, I was like, oh my God, did I actually do that? So I was then prompted to study hospitality management. And after reaching the position of assistant food and beverage manager in Kempinski, London, I kind of fell in love with an English guy and went to the UK. And then I thought, I want to do something else. So what did I like to do? I really love training my team members. So the servers that I had in my restaurants and bars. So I went and studied education of adult education, and got into human resources and training and development. So quite a few years later, I am in Sani Ikos Group, and I'm managing the whole process of the employee cycle. Now, who we are. As mentioned, we are a group of 12 privately owned resorts, beachfront resorts. We have two brands, Sani brand and the Ikos brand. As I was telling everyone before, Ikos in ancient Greek means home. Okay, so this is where we got the name for our second brand. With around 7,500 colleagues throughout our resorts, more than 20 nationalities, and our people coming back year after year. You see that we have 5 resorts in Sani resorts, all in one place. You'll see the photos. It's kind of like a paradise. And then 2 more Ikos resorts in Halkidiki, northern Greece. And then Ikos area in Kos, the island of Kos in Greece. Ikos Odysseia and Ikos Dacia in the island of Corfu, Kerkira. And then our 2 properties in Spain so far, Ikos Andalusia and in Andalusia, not so much imagination there. And then Ikos Porto Pedro in Mallorca. And the properties coming up Next year, we're opening Ikos Kissamos. It's our debut in the beautiful island of Crete. And then we've got Ikos Pinomar, again, in Andalusia, and Ikos Cortesia in Portugal. Some of the biggest, because, you know, when you grow in resorts, obviously, there are a lot of departments that support operations. So it's not just about the resorts. We've got you know, a huge growth also when it comes to our corporate departments, which is finance, sales, marketing, HR, IT. So what you can see here is an enhanced map of also our corporate offices. So our headquarters are in Thessaloniki, and then we've got corporate offices in Athens, in Madrid, in UK, Luxembourg, and Munich, Germany. That is a good thing with you know, big companies like ours and companies that are in this huge growth stage where you enter and then there are a lot of opportunities. So especially for people that are interested into investing into their career and advancement, our group is, you know, we're very proud because huge percentage of our management employees do come from within our group. Now, a few milestones. We opened our first resort in 1971. So we're talking about half a century of experience when it comes to hospitality. In 2014, we launched the brand of Ikos. So it was just Sani at the beginning. And then we launched the brand of Ikos, which is a luxury, ultra, all-inclusive concept. It's not the all-inclusive that we were used to in the past, you know. And then in 2015, Sani Resort and Ikos Resorts merged. And this is where Sani Ikos Group was born as we know it today. Now, a very, very big moment a couple of years ago was when we got into this strategic partnership with GIC, which is the Sovereign Fund of Singapore, and they became our sole investor, valuing our group at 2.3 billion euros. So that was a big, big moment. And imagine that with all this growth, our value is growing every day. Now I'm going to make you a little bit jealous, especially if you are in a cold or gloomy place. What you see here is Sani Resort. And yes, it is as you see it. I mean, seriously. It is like a paradise on earth. We've got Sani Beach with 392 rooms. Then Sani Club, 253 bungalows. A little bit of a hill there, but it's definitely worth it. Fully renovated this year. Then Porto Sani, 148 suites. It was renovated and extended 2 years ago. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that we're constantly in the look to enhance our properties. We're constantly renovating. We're constantly looking for new acquisition to further our brands. Sani Asterias, last year, half of it was renovated. This year, the rest of it, 57 suites, is our most premium resort. Sani Dunes, 146 suites. And what you see at the back is the rest of the resort. So you see Sani Dunes here, and then at the back is Porto Sani, Sani Marina in the middle with the boats and privately owned marina, Sani Beach, and the hill at the back that you see inside the sea is the place where I was telling you before that we have our renowned Sani Festival every year, a music festival that is famous globally for the artists that it brings. And then Ikos Resorts, we've got Ikos Oceania in Udanya in Halkidiki, then Ikos Olivia, again, the second property in Halkidiki, again, fully renovated. Last year, all the F&B outlets were renovated. We've got Ikos Dacia, our first property in Corfu, very small one, as you can see, 411 rooms only. Ikos Aria in the island of Kos, 374 rooms. Ikos Odysseia, 390 rooms, 741 employees. Ikos Andalusia, 373 rooms. And Ikos Porto Petro, 319. So you know what they say, walls and luxurious rooms and furniture and really good food and nice beaches and all these things, the guests can find kind of everywhere, you know. There are a lot of nice properties out there, even nicer than ours. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that in a million years. So at the end of the day, what is important is the human aspect, because the biggest differentiation uh, generally for the guests is people. So we have identified that our biggest strength is our people. And we have been investing on that for the past few years really intensively. Our vision, which is, you know, vision determines what you want to become when you grow up. So when we grow up, we want to be the most admired brand in the world for four main reasons. The first one is for creating unparalleled hospitality experiences for our guests. Obviously, without them, we wouldn't be anywhere. Then the second is professional growth and enriching career opportunities for our people. Economic and environmental vitality for the communities that we reside in. And this is why, if you look us up, you go Sani Ikos Group, sustainability, or ESG, which is the environmental and social governance, you will see that we are global leaders when it comes to taking care of the environment, when it comes to our offsets, when it comes to the things we do to protect energy and to help the local communities that we have our resorts. We do make a huge difference, and we keep investing on that every single day. And obviously, a robust real estate platform for our investors. Yeah, you can't go anywhere without that. Now, the bottom line of all that is I want to just walk you through a little bit of how we perceive people and how we invest into our teams. So, in the biggest question for anyone looking for an employer would be, why would I come and work for you? Yeah. And you're right. You know, you need to have a clear answer about that. Obviously, it's personal. Obviously, it's important. Everyone has different priorities. But the important part here is that I believe that as a group, we satisfy some very important areas and needs of somebody looking for a job. Let's say somebody's looking for a job, which makes it very simple. So we're talking about safety, a very strong organization that you know is growing rapidly. We're talking about an organization that actually cares, and you know we're showing it very evidently on a daily basis in many ways. We're talking about growth for our people. So the way we do that is we focus on each one point of the employee cycle, from the attraction to recruitment to pre-boarding, onboarding, learning and development, recognition and appreciation, performance management. So all those areas are blended very nicely into what we do as HR and as organization. This is like a little bit of our strategy. So the umbrella, we have created an umbrella on how to offer those experiences to our teams. And obviously our mission, vision, and values stay at the top of the umbrella and define everything we do. And then our core pillars are not necessarily in this order. The order doesn't matter. In leadership culture, talent management, learning and development, and engagement and retention. So when it comes to leadership culture, we do believe that it all starts with the leadership, because as we said, humans are the answer to everything. So I would stay for a good leader, not a good company, right? So we invest a lot into training our leaders, into doing individual development plans, annual conferences for them, creating academies for leadership essentials. So we have consistency in the way we lead our people. Those are just some examples. In talent management, we have created our own performance management platform to accommodate our specific needs. And we're going with an approach in performance management that is developmental and future-centric. I'm not interested in telling you what you did wrong, okay? So I'm interested into identifying the ways that you can become better. And this is a whole philosophy around our performance management. Recognition and appreciation, which is extremely important for everyone. Pre-boarding and onboarding experiences, because, you know, new beginnings are very scary. So, you know, getting into a new place or a new job, we know that it could be like, oh my God, what's going on here? This is a big place. Who are all these people? So we try to catch all these moments that could scare somebody or overwhelm somebody or create lack of self-confidence, and help our people into, you know, feeling happy of their choice, first of all, and then, you know, feel confident and empowered. We have our own e-learning platform, which is pretty unique. I know not for the multinational companies, but in Greece, it's totally unique. And we keep growing in there with personal learning journeys, induction programs for seasonal employees, departmental training, masterclass and expert series with inspirational topics. This year, we're doing intergenerational courses. So masterclasses on how different generations can work together under the same roof. We've got 5 generations under the same roof as we speak, which is becoming a little bit chaotic. And it's really important for us to get the hang of it on how we manage and we work well together. And engagement and retention, where we're talking about doing satisfaction surveys and not just throwing out surveys to people, but getting those results, studying them, workshops, action plans, and trying to improve every day. Internal communications and our internet site. So provide all our teams with information, because we do really believe that knowledge is power. And while I say that, I have opened some tabs because I don't want to be just theory or slides. I'm going to just show you a few things that we do so that you see them live. So this is our e-learning platform. So each colleague gets their own personal, depending on their position and their role, learning journey. So you can do your induction training, discover our brands, then understand what the performance management is in our group, policies or procedures that you need to know about. And then we've got micro learning videos or customer experience training or complaint handling, and it goes on and on and on. This is the intranet. So it's an internal site where all colleagues in Sani Ikos Group have access, where they can get information about kind of anything. You can see here that we have a partnership with Cornell University. So our colleagues have the benefit of getting development plans through eCornell, or even on their own. If they wish to get a course or a certificate, they have a specific portal that they get 75% discount, which is pretty awesome, actually. So you get here all the news and awards of the group. And then we've got Viva Engage, which is something like an internal Facebook where we post all the news. And you can see on the left that we've got all these communities, individual communities for our resorts, where they post their news internally. What you see here is our Christmas party at the headquarters, where we also had, you know, 360 cameras and stuff. We announced promotions. This is, we had a photography competition throughout the summer, and we create calendars with the 12 winning photos. And the first winner got a voucher for a trip. So they went to Dubai. And this is a video from their trip in Dubai. We announced promotions or newcomers to the company. And very important, we announced internal positions in here. So our colleagues get the opportunity to apply first for a position that opens within the group. This is our performance management portal. So in here, I can go and I can manage the performance of my team members, and we can set goals and objectives. This is, got a few things here. This is a training calendar of one of our resorts. Imagine that each resort has its own training calendar where you can see all the sessions are collected, and you can simply just click on each one of those and you get all the information about that session or register yourself in it. So here we say this is the trainer, what is the session about, who is it for, course outline, and you can apply here. Here we say this is the Meet Your Workplace document. So let's say that somebody signs to join Ikos Area in KOS, okay? And when you sign your offer letter and we start the procedure of documentation and stuff, you're going to receive this document, which is going to give you a few information about Ikos Area, obviously our group, our belief, mission, vision, and values. Okay. And then, you know, some information about our environmental and social governance, and then learning and development, that this is what you're going to have, your e-learning platform, your performance management, Viva Engage to stay connected, the intranet side where you can have access about all these various topics, and then get to know your Ikos resorts a little bit. And this is all before you arrive, just to feel comfortable with the place, and then understand what Ikos Area is all about, and your department, what is it about? So you read what various departments do within the resort, and the provisions and the benefits you have as an employee. Okay, so transfer, the discount of the Cornell, workplace safety, parking, medical care, blood bank, accommodation, meals, etc. And then useful information about you joining us, how to get here, how you arrive, you know, anything that would make people feel, as I said before, comfortable, you know, and happy. And the last thing I have here open for you is this is a guide for a hiring manager. So let's say I get a new colleague. So I would be informed by HR that you got a new person joining. So you need to make sure, dear Lia, to be a good manager, that, you know, onboarding is very important for the colleague. So the importance is this and this and that. You need to set clear expectations, provide guidance and support, etc. And this is the roadmap. And these are the things that you need to do to make sure that you're prepared for your team member when they arrive. So, what did I miss something important? No? Well, more or less, the whole point, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second here. The whole point is that our teams, when we have drivers of satisfaction, okay, and the most important driver, the one that gets higher every year in our employee engagement satisfaction survey, is meaningful work. The second driver is management, actually, and the third is workplace wellness. So meaningful work, how we explain this and the type of questions that are in this driver is that our people have a deep understanding that what they do is important, and that how they impact the organization and their colleagues' lives or the guests' lives. So to us, we need to enhance this. We need to keep this as it is, and we're constantly looking for ways to improve that experience. Now, is it an easy job? Well, it depends. Are there, you know, increased needs when it comes to serving our type of clientele? Yes, obviously. We want to give, to provide our guests, to provide them with unparalleled hospitality experiences. These are guests that have been around. It's not the first time they're traveling, you know. Another important thing is that the average repeated rate for our guests is around 47%. So you can imagine that they kind of love us. They come back. And the reason they love us is because we provide these experiences. So to me, it's a bit of a win-win. But at the end of the day, part of our values is passion, and where there is passion, we definitely win. So I don't know if you want me to add anything more, but I don't want to tire people. I think more or less, you know, this is the core of who we are, a privately owned luxury hospitality group with a huge growth projection in the very near future. 7,500 colleagues and an organization and a senior leadership that has identified, which is extremely important, what a USP, a unique selling point, and I'm saying that in marketing terms or in sales terms, our people are our most important asset, okay? So to respond to that realization, we obviously need to do a lot, and we're doing a lot, and we're planning to do a lot more, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. Thank you.
Well, Lia, thank you so much for that introduction to the group. It's really nice to see how you nurture that sense of belonging throughout all your initiatives. And I'm sure that the audience here has had the chance to explore and to discover these amazing resorts that the group has and are definitely interested in knowing a bit more. So, as we had the chance to gather some questions, I will be reading them out loud for you so that whenever you can, like however you can, answer them. And I'm going to start with a question that says, would you hire a Canadian citizen, or is this exclusive members to is it exclusive to members of the EU countries?
Okay, thank God I've got my support team here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again.
Hello from my end. Yeah. I'm the one who is responsible for such questions. So, first of all, I would like to thank Hosco and for hosting all this event, and of course, everybody knows Hosco and all the support you provide to the available labor out there. And thank you for that. Thank you for this opportunity, as well as the opportunities in general you're providing to the available labor. I was looking at the QA section and the QA box. So about the questions arise regarding the eligibility of getting a placement with us. Of course, at our group, we welcome applications from international candidates from all over the world, actually, including the Canadian citizens as well. However, during about the hiring process and the all eligibility process that needs to get through is subject to local work permit and visa regulations, what it stands for Spain in simple words and what it stands in Greece as well. Now, for non-EU citizens, a work visa is required, is a must, and we encourage interested applicants and, of course, candidates to check the necessary legal requirements which apply from their country to Spain, either to Spain or in Greece. Of course, our HR departments will be always on their disposal to support and explain a few things of what stands in both countries. But in general, I believe also in Canada and as well as in any non-EU country, this question is clarified from the local authorities, speaking about the embassies, of course. There is one more question, if I'm not wrong about that or not, about the non-EU.
Yes. I will quickly go through them just to make sure. It's a bit similar. Is about like, are there opportunities for non-Europeans residents living in European country to join your company?
Yeah, the same stands in any case, not only for Canada, of course. For sure, we welcome applicants. We are going to meet every single applicant, every single candidate who is interested in joining us for the season, for our summer season. But for sure, all these responses must be first respond from their side, let's say like this, from their
Yeah.
country, and of course, according to the local regulations, both in Greece as well as in Spain, we move forward. What I mean actually is, of course, we may support a candidate which has been selected, of course, for a position with us, but all these details must be responded from their end, from the country, their country's end.
Okay, that's very useful to know actually, because we have people joining from different part of the world, and that's very useful information. And actually, before we move on with the rest of the questions, I would like to add that if any of you attendees have registered through a different mean rather than OSCO, we shared a direct link for you to be able to apply through OSCO. This is the way that we are able to send your application to the Sani Ikos Group. So please make sure that you complete it through that link. We shared it through this chat, but we will also be sending it through your email. So just take notes on that so you can complete your application. I'm gonna go now with the other question that says, I've worked with one and only before, and I see many similarities in the level of luxury and guest experience here. However, I'd love to understand from your perspective what makes Sani Ecos resorts stand out as a workplace compared to other luxury resorts, and what do you believe attracts and retains talents to join?
Okay, good question.
Um,
Actually, I'm gonna tell our CEO and co-managing partner that you see similarities with our only. I think they're gonna be very happy with that. So thank you for that. We take it as a compliment. I think that I don't know when the question was posed, but I think that one of the most important things that we see as different. Well, first of all, we call our level of service Sani Ikos magic. And we determine it as magic, not because that we don't know what it is, because magic has an element of unknown, not because of that, but because it's the feeling that it leaves people with. As I said before, the meaningful work part and the part that it's not just a job, that what people say, our teams say, our people say, is that they live with the feeling of belongingness and the fact that they've made friends, that it's not a job anymore. You know, I don't wake up in the morning to go to my job. I wake up in the morning and I go to my team and my friends, you know, who through the season kind of become my family, you know. And I'm not saying that in the wrong way, because we believe in family, but we do not say that we are a family, because we know people have families, okay? And that this is a job, okay? So what we're trying to do is to keep that balance of offering competitive salaries, offering the right environment to work, a safe environment, an environment where you learn, okay? An environment where you have options, an environment that if you feel the most important for you, your motivator is safety, you feel safe, not just physically, emotionally, but also your salary is safe. I know that I'm going to get paid at the end of every month. End of story. I don't think about it. I don't worry about it. So there is a certain level of safety. There are emotional connections. There is a lot of care and respect amongst the teams. And yeah, obviously, you can find other companies that offer those things. I'm not saying we are the only one, but we are definitely one of those. So there are a lot that you don't. So we're working towards respect, towards excellence in responsibility, and asking these from our team members, we are making sure that we offer them first. So yeah, a meaningful work and work relationships are extremely essential, along with the learning opportunities, along with the opportunities for growth and for transfers and for moving around. So it's a very complete bundle of elements you can get. I don't know, did I answer your question?
Well, it was very well answered. Yeah. No, thank you so much, Leah, for that. I know that whoever who asked already got the idea and is pleased with the answer.
Thank you.
I'm already gonna go to the next question that says, could you provide a detailed timeline for the selection process, including key dates and stages?
Well, about the selection process, of course, since we receive an application, either for a professional placement or for an interest placement, the first thing is a screen contact. I mean, we are calling and we are actually arranging a meeting, in which meeting the talent acquisition employee, the talent acquisition team member, as well as the hiring manager about the position, the available position is on this meeting with the candidate. And of course, the main idea is to get as much details as well as to provide as much details about the position. And of course, we are looking for this magic alignment of what the candidate is looking for and what we can provide to him. Of course, this is happening because this is the most important, because it is important to feel good and comfortable with what we are doing. And especially in this industry, the most dynamic industry of the world, okay, maybe one of the most dynamic industries in the world. So in our eyes, this is the most important. Then we proceed to the next step, which is, in the positive case scenario, of course, to receive an official offer, either for a professional placement or for an internship, because I noticed lots of questions about internships, and so I have to include this too. And then the only thing is this Sani Ikos employee, if of course he accepts our offer, to book his or her flight, and for sure we're expecting him to live this magic together. And of course, all the things Leah deeply and
Then
briefly
all the other
explained.
things start.
Yeah.
Hey, Vangelis, I have a comment.
Yeah.
He or she, or you can say just she. You don't have to say he.
Yeah,
They,
okay.
diversity,
We're
equity, inclusion.
diverse. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he or
Sorry
she.
for using pronouns. It's a bad habit.
In Greek, human is a he.
Yeah.
So we have the tendency to use he for everyone. So we say he will come. We mean the human will come.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a bad habit, and we have to exclude it from especially from our verbal
Yeah. And this
expression.
is another thing that we're really trying to do, to get certified in day practices in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And these are promises that we're doing to ourselves, and they are goals that we have on the level, the percentage of women in our leadership teams, senior leadership teams, and obviously, I don't think you get that a lot in hospitality, the pay gaps. But we don't have any of these things. So we are, in terms of diversity, equity, inclusion, we kind of love people generally. So yeah, we're very good at that.
And about the internship questions, because lots of questions about an internship placement, of course, for sure, our internship opportunities have been posted in Hosco platform. So, of course, feel free. We're going to meet everyone, as always. And yeah, the opportunities are here. It's all about growth. It's a learning experience at the end of the day. This is what we offer. This is the first thing we are presenting, we are explaining to a student, because as already Leah mentioned, it's a win-win situation. Everyone, especially the students, want to see themselves grow and reach their dreams and whatever everyone wants about him, her, itself, including everyone. Yeah. And exactly like this. It's a learning pathway that we provided, and we want to support every single student. The idea behind that is just very simple. We want like 2-3 days before an internship ends to discuss for the next year, returning as professional, maybe as a second internship into another department. And who knows, Leah explained about our investing marathon, about our openings the company is getting through. Who knows, in the next 3-4 years, a managerial position will arise for this student.
Oh, thank you so much again for answering the questions. It's very nice to see that you do care. Like something that we can get from this presentation is the caring for the team and for their growth, for their opportunities, and knowing that they're humans, knowing that the group name has like home within its name. It's also very insightful. So we're gonna be now closing the question section. Thank you so much, attendees, for taking the time to ask these amazing questions that definitely added value to also other people who may not have asked. So, and thank you again to the team because it's been so nice, so interesting to get to know more about everything that someone can be part of. So thank you again for this opportunity. We will be reminding you something before we finish this webinar. We sent a message through the chat that says, if you have not applied through OSCO, you have to please do so in order for us to be able to share your profile with the group. So please make sure that your application is through OSCO if you happen to know about this through another means. In order for you to complete this, you have to do it through our platform. So is there anything you would like to add, Lia?
I just want to, if you allow me, if any of you listening to this or watching this event today actually joins, guys, do come and find me, please, and say, I watched the event for
Nice. Yes, of course, of
Look
course.
me up, okay? Look us up. That's all I
No,
wanted to say.
no,
Thank
no.
you very much.
No, thanks again. And we will see you around. And well, see you actually even either on Greece or Spain. So
Okay. Yeah,
see
yeah.
you. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Take care. Thank you,
Really
everyone.
appreciate
Bye
it.
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.